So I was basically in a job working in a pub, and I guess I felt like I could do more, but I was too scared to kind of go out there and look for other things to do because I just didn't believe that I had the ability to do it, or I was just lacking a lot of confidence. And I think that was mainly around the actual process because I knew that I could do the job, but I think it was more the interview that was quite intimidating to me because I guess I did have a fear of sort of like speaking in front of people. And then I guess another thing was just kind of like I did find it really difficult to get outside of my comfort zone. So anything that was kind of challenging, mainly around group settings where I had to speak, I had a lot of difficulty doing that. And I guess I felt I needed to prepare a lot. So I wouldn't be able to just, if I was in some kind of situation, not so much social, but at work, even in my pub, I would kind of have to prepare answers to the question before I even spoke. So it was just really uncomfortable. And yeah, I just felt like there were a lot of things limiting me. And I just wanted to get rid of it because I knew that, like, yeah, I definitely could do more than what I was doing. So actually, I just kind of happened to come across your website. I think I was Googling basically just a number of different ways to improve just general confidence, shyness, and also being able to speak better in public. Um, and yeah, I didn't really do too much research before I just randomly came across your courses. And I think I came across one of the well, some other course before that, and it just I think the difference was that with the one that I saw, it was kind of like a short 1 day long course. So I just didn't feel that it would actually make a difference. But then when I looked through yours, it was a 12-week course. And I just thought there was something a little bit more spiritual and humble about the website that made me think, you know what, this kind of seems like it would actually be able to do something. So it's over 12 weeks. So it's definitely longer and there's more space for me to do something. It just felt like kind of grounding rather than sort of on the other side of the spectrum. I guess some of the courses they make like promises to you, and I liked that you were sort of speaking about different ways in which, like, as people, we struggle with confidence. So that's definitely what kind of attracted me to your courses. And so I guess the best way to sort of describe how it was for me is that when I first came to the course and we were all sort of sitting around in a circle, I remember you kind of asked us to go around and then we had this stick as well. And we all had to sort of share our names and like a little bit about ourselves, but I think mainly why we were at the course. And I remember as the stick was being passed on to each person, I was getting more and more nervous for it to be my turn. But then in the end, obviously, I spoke, and I guess there were some elements of my answers that were a little bit prepared because I had obviously been thinking about it as the stick was being passed around. And then I think it was even after maybe the second or third or fourth session where I had no sort of anxieties about having to speak. And then, yeah, I was just able to speak kind of off the cuff. And I guess gradually, each session that we had, I just felt that there were certain things that I became a lot more comfortable with. So by the end, yeah, I mean, by the end of the 12 weeks, I had already secured um, one of the jobs that I applied for. So I guess you can kind of see the progression from someone that wasn't able to, or that felt really nervous about just having to like share my name and like why I was there with the group to being able to go to a job interview and get the job that I wanted. I guess you can kind of see, that there was a lot of progression there. But as for the things that I liked about the course, I think it was mainly the balance between it becoming more difficult each week. But then also it was never sort of like, I never felt as though I was having to do something that felt impossible to me because the way that everything that we did, it was just sort of like a gradual change. So I think everyone kind of felt more and more confident each week to do some of the more challenging things that we were asked to do. And then in terms of the actual group itself, I think there was just a sense of there being no judgment at all. I think things like improv, I guess naturally you're going to feel and kind of compare yourself to other people because there is an element of skill to it. Um, but it was kind of interesting to see because I mean there probably were some people that when I watched their performances, I felt, oh wow, like they're really good at this, and some other people that I felt are like they're really trying, but still it's not like I enjoyed, the better people more than I did the other people. It was just really nice to see everyone sort of progress and sort of get to know everyone because we at the end of the day we were all there kind of for the same reason. So that was really nice. 100%. I think the main reason is because I know that the course has changed my life. And it's not even something that I've said just on my own. I think people that I've spoken to about the courses can all agree that they've noticed such a massive difference. For example, my mum and some of my friends as well have said, wow, like you're honestly a different person after the courses. So I definitely recommend it to pretty much anyone that's, even if someone hasn't been struggling with confidence and things like that, then it's just a fun course to do because you can learn a lot about yourself and also improve your confidence because that's always something that will be beneficial. It basically controls a lot of things about your life. So even if you don't think that you're lacking, having more will always benefit you.